Hey everyone, and in this video I wanted to go over one of the biggest issues I feel like Bethesda is currently having with Fallout 76, and it doesn't really lie in the balancing issues or even with the game's content in general. It really lies with the Fallout 76 seasons and how Bethesda is treating them. I loved seasons at the start of Legendary Run, the first season after we got with Wastelanders. I thought it was one of the best battle pass systems I've ever seen in my entire life. It had great rewards, it was a good grind, it was fun, it was long, but it was something for players to do for long periods of time. I was really excited for the future of seasons. Now, if I could go back and tell myself that this is what it turned into, I would be unbelievably disappointed, so we're just gonna get straight into it. Okay, this is the issue I am talking about with Bethesda's Season Pass. Now, there's been a lot of discussion around the Skyline Valley DLC, and the biggest criticism I have with the pass, at least, and the DLC, is the actual season. Now, Bethesda, when they first launched seasons, they launched Legendary Run. Now, they launched these in like a proper, really cool scoreboard type form, and I talked about this same thing in another video I made like months ago, and I got told in my comment section that I was wrong and that it would be fine. This is a genuine issue that I see Bethesda, like, they need to really focus on, because these rewards are really sad. Like, you know how in every single season, like at the end of it, they give you some really cool power armor skin, like not stuff like this, right, where they just do some basic T51 paint. Like, you know what they did? You go to level 95, there's nothing here. There's no really cool power armor paint like there is in every single other DLC. Like, they have a T65 paint for the Pioneer Scouts. There's nothing really unique about the new DLC in terms of like a cool power armor. And even all the amazingly cool stuff, like a vintage camera survival tent, which is Fallout First, it's survival tent obviously, but like they're jacking all this stuff behind Fallout First, which is like getting it as extra content. But when you have Fallout First, Fallout First, Fallout First, Fallout First, Fallout First, when you have so much stuff behind Fallout First, Fallout First, Fallout First, like I even missed two things right here I missed. There's so many things behind Fallout First, it actually becomes a massive issue when Bethesda is making the seasons longer and make, like, in terms of content, like, don't get me wrong, I actually really like the idea of having rank up to 150 and you can get a bunch of other content. I like a bunch of other small things like cores, scout banners. I like this concept because it's for the people who reach that rank. The issue is that for the people who do complete it, I'm not planning on completing this because there's nothing really to go for. Like, why do I want a hot chocolate stein? Unless you're going to be grinding for a tube chair, I don't get the point of reaching level 100. I mean, the coolest item that in my opinion you can get is maybe this, level 72, and this is up to, this is being deemed, subjective if you think that looks cool. The one thing I really want is the goon mask right here. I want the ice gang mask, or the other one was at level 100, right? They had a goon mask. Like, this is something I would want, because this just looks cool, and the stone oven also looks cool. But for shoving this in, again, like, the lack of rewards in the season passes have just really fallen off. Like, they just really have. I am unbelievably disappointed with Bethesda and this system that this is the first season, to my understanding, because I have missed a lot of seasons, but where they haven't actually had a power armor at the end of it. Like, every single other DLC I've seen and season that I've seen, they didn't put any power armor. And you want to know where they actually put the really cool power armor? If you go over to the Steam page, you go to DLC, look at the Skyline Valley Lost Treasures bundle, you can see one of the most badass power armor sets I feel like I've ever seen in my entire life. Like, I don't know if it's possible to zoom in on this, but this power armor right here is some of the coolest shit I think I've ever seen in my entire life. Like, this is power armor that should have been in the expansion season, like day one. I don't know why this isn't in the season pass, why it is hidden behind content. I understand completely that it's supposed, like, they're looking for a reason for people to buy this Skyline Valley bundle. It's completely understandable. But for something like this, and that power armor that should have been in the season, is unbelievably disappointing when we are desperately looking for reasons to complete this season, and I just don't see it. I don't get, this is the worst season rewards I think I've ever seen. Like, in Fallout 76 history. Like, who the fuck is going to be grinding for a Tato generator? I don't get it. Like, but, like, why? Like, it looks cool, but what's the point, right? Like, other than, like, if you want a fucking rowboat for whatever reason, I mean, you can do emotes in it, but, like, the Headhunter Scythe looks really cool, but, like, I just don't get it. There's so much stuff hidden behind Fallout First, and it's really disappointing that Bethesda is extremely lacking with this, and this is something that they can't really fix. It's just not, unless they want to add content midway through the season, which I think would be their best bet. This is something that's really disappointing. Like, don't get me wrong, like the player icons, that's a really cool reward, or you know, the board, you can place on board games, a pipe covered backpack. There's a lot of cool stuff here, but like, where the fuck is the basic shit that we've always been getting? Like, they never announced, I don't think, that we wouldn't be getting a power armor skin for late game when they decided to throw the coolest power armor in the Skyline Valley bundle, right? This was most, like, I really wish this was in the past, because I would go for that. This would be like my de facto power armor skin now. That looks badass as hell. It looks awesome. So, for Bethesda to just rip it out of the season most likely and just put it in a bundle because they wanted to make more money on the bundle is so stupid, and I'm really disappointed in Bethesda for not making, like, who the fuck is going for a collection station? I just don't get it. I don't get this system where, like, they're just releasing garbage, and a lot of it is just recycled content. Like, like, forget all the power armor paints, forget all the Pip-Boy paints, forget all the paints in general. Like, what, out of this picture right here, if you take out paints, what do we have? We have a plushie, we have tomahawks, we have posters and lights, and accommodation signs. We look at this one, we have a tube chair, another plushie, which is basically just the same as that. I mean, we have lunch boxes and icons, right? We go here, we have an egg, which is just a reskinned version of an egg they've already made, these score boosts. We have something that's already in the fucking game. They didn't even have to, like, make this as a new thing because it's already in the game. Like, we get a stash box, which is kind of wild. Even if you go to the final rank, right? You go to rank 100. We have an oven, a mask, more plushies, which are the same ones from earlier, but they're just toasted. Toasty, a mallow plushie. You go back over here, it's literally the same thing. It's just, it's toasted. That's the difference. So you can get to level 49 and get these cute plushies, or, you know, you get to level 95 or 100, and now they're a bit toasty. They have a bit of grime and dirt on them. It's just so stupid that this is the kind of bullshit that we have to put up with Fallout 76. Like, Bethesda, get your shit together, honestly, because this is an extremely disappointing situation where we now have to go through our first season with some of the worst content, like, pass systems that we've ever seen, and some of the worst rewards I think I've ever seen in a season pass. When at the start of Legendary Run in Fallout 76, I was looking at it, I'm like, holy shit, this is amazing. It's fun, it's a solid grind, it gives us something to do, and like, it gives really cool rewards. And now we're being given a slow battle pass grind with some of the shittiest rewards I've ever seen in my entire fucking life out of any season I've ever played, and it's unbelievably disappointing that they're going to be continuing this route. And season 18, 19, and 20, if they don't get their shit together here, will most likely have even shittier rewards, more Fallout First content, and just more garbage than ever before. But if you did enjoy this video, consider leaving a like, sharing, commenting, and subscribing if you so choose to. We are unbelievably close to 1,100 subscribers as of recording this video. We're at 1,090. So just thank you all for so much support. Everything, it's been so awesome recently. So thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.